Hi everybody, I'm sending you all my love and best wishes at this time for you and your family. My name's Jane Vadavalu, I'm the CEO of Children's Ground, and I want to update you on what's happening on the ground for us. We are not stopping, we are not pulling out. In fact, what we're doing has ramped up more than ever. The communities that lead Children's Ground are some of the most vulnerable in Australia. They live with chronic health issues, chronic overcrowding, terrible economic oppression, and this places people at enormous risk. We know that we have a very, very small window right now to put the measures in place to prevent what is going to be a catastrophe when this disease hits the Northern Territory, and we're seeking your support. On the ground, we're putting in key measures. The first is for our elders. They are at critical risk, so we're putting in prevention measures and protected areas to support them in the coming months. The second is to support those families who want to go out bush and who can. This is going to be the safest place for people rather than in towns that are overcrowded and where transmission is going to be high. The third is food security. Remembering that many of our families live under the poverty line and don't have the means to get what they need for the long term and often for the short term. For those who are wanting to move out bush, they're going into the supermarkets with a limit of 2 cans, and they cannot prepare for the food that they need to be out bush where they're going to be the safest. So we are trying to get supplies of food so that we can sustain people over the short and medium term. The fourth thing we're doing is deep environmental health cleaning before this virus hits, to ensure that houses that are overcrowded and need support can be as healthy, as robust as they can. And the fifth is making sure people have information in their first language so they understand about this virus. We're learning things every single day. It's critical this information gets to people, that they understand it, that they can plan, that they can take measures and have control over what's happening in their lives. Our communities right now are absolutely terrified. Our elders are terrified. They're terrified of dying. They're terrified of losing their families. And that loss will bring around losses of culture, of language, of leadership, of law that is deep in our country from our very beginnings. This catastrophe that is looming has a very, very small window that is open to us to act now. I understand that many of you are under financial stress, but I ask of those of you who can to support us at this time to prevent what we know will be a catastrophe and a disaster across Aboriginal communities across this country. Please support us in any way you can, and my thoughts and best wishes are to you all.